to teach the science and knowledge to more and more people, to more and more. So I don't bother. Still I have not touched dollar bill. Still I travel without touching money all over the world because I don't feel like handling. Anyhow, I have created wealth. I am not against wealth or I am not for wealth. All I request is to understand that should not be the first priority. Don't put that as a first priority. Life is not so bad to put wealth as a first priority. You are not that cheap to put wealth as that priority. That is what Patanjali wants us to understand by the word asteya and aparigraha. Non-stealing and living with minimum things. It takes your body to its potential. It takes your body to its peak. It takes your consciousness to its peak. First thing, yama, and next, niyama. The yama, these are the few understandings you need to go through. I think I have covered. Ahimsa means non-violent. Try to be as much non-violent as possible. Actually, non-violence will happen only if you are in high energy. So let us create energy. Instead of talking more about it, let's create more energy. If you are in low energy, everything will irritate you. Everything will irritate you. Just seeing somebody also, you will be irritated. If you are in high energy, nothing will irritate you. You will just handle, you know, the life, you know everything. And so be very clear. Ahimsa, high energy. When you are actually in high energy, you just float. You never feel like doing himsa. You never feel like killing anything or destroying anybody or even giving psychological pain. Even psychological pain. Whenever I have told any of my disciples anything which gives them little pain, first thing, as early as possible, as early as I can get to them, I'll reach that healing message to them. Don't worry, at least that healing message. If I know that they are in psychological pain, people ask me, especially the people who live around me, they ask me, why do you take such risk? We can tell tomorrow morning, why do you want to tell now itself? I tell them no. Of course I can tell tomorrow morning, but this 6 hours pain can be reduced. The 6 hours of psychological suffering can be reduced. So that kind of a concern happens when you are in high energy. You just know. See, actually in high energy what happens, you will feel you are alive in everybody. You will be able to visualize and feel yourself in everybody's place. Naturally, what will you do? I should not suffer. So naturally, when you can visualize everybody in everybody's place, you know nobody should suffer. That ahimsa will start happening in high energy. Asteya, aparigraha, and brahmacharya. This is the another one, as I told you, living without fantasy. Just live with reality. I always tell people, don't renounce what you have. Just renounce what you don't have. Live with the wife you have. Live with the husband you have. But you are living with many things which is not there actually. You live with many fantasies inside. Just drop those fantasies. Live with what you have. And finally, Satya. Satya means, please understand, there are 3 levels of Satya. Verbal, mental, and physical. Verbal Satya all of us know. We think that is the only Satya, truthfulness. That's only Satya. That is a big problem. Not only that. See, verbally you can go on telling exactly what happened and create so much of nuisance and problem for others. That is not just the truth. The truth, mentally being truthful, means constantly stabilizing, analyzing, again and again stabilizing yourself with the truth. Physically being truthful means living what you believe as truth. Living what you believe as truth. Living for it. See, today your consciousness will feel something is truth. You will be living it. After a few days, because of experience and enrichment, suddenly you may evolve consciously. Your truth may get updated. Then you say, no. You don't want to update yourself. That is a big problem. I have seen many people come and tell me, no, I had a guru who gave me mantra. How can I now come and take classes from you? I told him, where is he now? No, he died 20 years before. See, these guys, if a wife dies, immediately they marry. They know they need one wife. And if guru dies, they don't care about next guru. Because they don't think guru is a basic need. Guru is a basic need. Tell them, oh God. See, if you are really that connected, even if he has left the body, he will guide you. You are not that connected. If you are that connected, you don't even need, first of all, the guru. Directly, you can become enlightened. So, these are all that unable to update themselves, caught in the lies, unable to be truthful in the physical level. So, updating yourself, ability to update yourself, that is what Patanjali calls Satya in all three levels. Satya in all three levels. He goes on explaining beautifully. We may not have so much time because we have to enter into the technique, the methods. Patanjali is my romance. Because the first thing I learnt in my life is Patanjali. And moreover, who teaches you? He plays a major role. I learned from a man who is so charismatic, so joyful, such a fatherly figure. So always, actually, through him I saw Patanjali. I don't know Patanjali directly. Through him I saw. So the mirror, the frame was so beautiful, so it just got settled into my system. So that is why through whom you see plays a major role. Plays a very major role. Through whom you experience plays a very major role. Even in the movies, the legendary characters, like great heroes like Shivaji, this kind of great heroes, only if a right person plays that role, it will become hit. Otherwise, it will never become hit. I have seen many movies becoming a failure because through whom that character is described is more important. Patanjali is my romance because I saw him through this great yogi. And first I learned Patanjali only. My first discourse, my first public lecture is on Patanjali when I was 11. It's on Patanjali. I can go on and on and on and on and on Patanjali. Anyhow, we have to enter into the technique. Yama is a basic understanding. Niyama is personal discipline. Niyama is nothing but wash yourself every day. At least spend half an hour in reading this idea. Swadhyaya, tapas. Tapas means putting up with the little difficulties. For example, when you do the yoga, when you do the asanas, you will have little knee pain. Naturally, the acid settlement in your muscles, you will have 2-3 days little pain, little back pain. There will be little small difficulties. Putting up with it. That is what is called tapas. Please understand, tapas does not mean you have to torture your body. No. See, there are two things. Tava, ava. Tava means accepting the suffering which are directly needed for your enlightenment. Ava means inflicting suffering which are not directly needed for your enlightenment. Many people do apa, thinking tapa. Apa means many times for your ego satisfaction people start doing. The other day I saw one guy in India, Kumbh Mela. One guy lifting the hand and standing with the lifting hands. Oh, throne doesn't like that. He was standing. He was there. I think they told me that he was there like this for last 6 years. I went and asked that Baba, I really felt he must be a seeker. I asked that Baba, why are you doing this? We gave him some food and all those things. He's complete illiterate man. I thought he will tell that his guru instructed him, or he thinks if he does that he will become enlightened or anything. He doesn't have any idea about enlightenment. And I asked him why. He told me, no. First, I was thinking that if I stand like that few days, people will give me food. I was trying. Then I saw within few days, not only food, I got a lot of fame, name and fame. And it became such an attention. He was very open with me. It became such an attention and so much of respect and all those things. I decided to continue to do that. And he's doing, poor guy. So don't bring apa, avam, no. Bring only tavam, tapas. Tapas means tolerating the sufferings which are needed for enlightenment. Apas means inflicting suffering just for the ego fulfillment, ego enrichment. So don't allow the apam, the apas inside your life. Bring only tapas. So these are the few things about the niyama, the second step. But in both steps, all you need to understand, only with the tremendous energy, you will use these ideas properly. Understand, you are given, niyama is like a navigator. If you are in the road, you are bound. If you are in the ocean, you are free. So niyama alone won't help. You should be put in the ocean, means you should be overflowing. Let us enter into the technique for overflowing. Patanjali gives a very powerful technique for overflowing. My own teacher, he taught me, actually if you are below 7, do this technique. It will be very powerful. Of course, we can't take you back below 7. I don't have time machine. The time machine is a fantasy. It is not possible. Let's enter into the technique. You may not be 7 now, but you can become 7 by maybe through this meditation. Let me describe the technique. Understand, it's a very powerful technique. It's from the very Dhyana Sloka of Patanjali. Very Dhyana Sloka of Patanjali means now you are going to become Patanjali. Just you are going to become Patanjali. Visualize you are a snake. Snake with nectar. Understand, that is the main thing. Not snake with venom. If a snake bites, you will die with venom. If a Patanjali bites, you will become immortal because he carries nectar. Visualize you are a snake with a nectar. If ordinary snake bites, people may die. But if a Patanjali bites, they will become immortal. Visualize you are just a snake and let your body move like a snake. Understand? Each joint we have an energy center. Each joint we have an energy center. If those energy centers are awakened, see, you know the major 7 chakras are connected to one hormone. Major 7 chakras are connected to one hormone. These minor chakras are connected to different minor hormones, which is not described in which Ayurveda doesn't speak, but allopathy doesn't speak. Ayurveda and Siddha speak about that. They speak about these minor hormones. There are different chemicals. When these chakras are active, see, each chakra, all of you know, connected to a major hormone center. These minor chakras are also connected to the different chemicals. If all the chakras are activated, the chemistry which happens inside you, that chemical is what is called nectar. That is what is called nectar. That is what awakens the immortality in you. Patanjali says, if you feel the whole body is nectar, if you feel you are inside a bliss bag, you are just filled with a body which is full of nectar, then this yama and niyama will not be a tension for you. You will just live. You will just live. As I was telling you, moving separately the whole body, what will happen? Each and every energy center minor energy centers, all will be awakened by your awareness. The whole thing will be awakened. It's a very powerful technique, please understand. Very powerful technique. Let me describe the technique once more. I'll guide you. Feel you are a snake standing. Actually, cobra can stand on its tip. It can stand. Especially when it mates, it just stands. The whole height it can stand. If it stands, but it can't continue to stand. So it will just be shaking. Visualize, you are a snake, 6 feet snake, filled with nectar, not venom, filled with nectar. And let the body move. Don't imagine now itself, don't you move. Then you will do all kinds of dance. Break dance, this, that, what all dance you learned, you will do that. No. Just allow it to move. Everything will start moving independently. It should move independently. That's an important thing. You can even visualize the hand is a separate snake. This hand is a separate snake. These legs are 2 separate snakes. And the body is a separate snake. That is also okay, because then each one will be separately moving. Just making you into a complete nectar, liquid. Just dissolving you into liquid. Making you into liquid. Please understand. Understand the technique once more. Visualize you are a snake, huge 6-7 feet snake, standing. Suddenly you will feel very light in the body, even in the body.